Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Nina marries Drew to help him secure election win and to make him stay away from Willow. General Hospital, GH, spoilers tease that Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, may decide to marry Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, to help him secure an election win and to make him stay away from Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. On the September 17th episode of GH, Drew and Nina had an interesting conversation in the Quartermain boathouse. Drew complained that his opponent has the whole family values spin working for them. He mentioned he was down a few votes since his campaigning started. That's when Nina suggested to Drew that he use her to project the right image to potential voters. Maybe that means they go public with their relationship for now. However, their arrangement may take a serious turn, especially if Drew thinks he can boost his image with Nina as his wife. Nina would do anything for her daughter, and her motivation for marrying Drew would be much different. Willow's marriage to Michael Corinthos, Chad Dull, is at stake, as Drew and Willow have kissed a couple of times. The first time was on the 4th of July in the Quartermain's living room. Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, was the only one who saw them in a lip lock, but she kept it to herself until she shared what she witnessed with Willow today. Willow swears she still loves Michael, but hasn't told him the truth. She thinks her feelings will fade if she stays away from Drew. That's why she quit working at the New Tomorrow Institute and returned to General Hospital to work as a nurse. She wanted to keep her distance. When Willow ran into Drew today, it was apparent they were fighting their feelings. But if they keep running into each other like this, they may succumb to their attraction. Nina is worried about Willow losing her husband and family. Willow loves her husband and her kids, Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Nathan and Owen Ford. Willow told Sasha today that she fought for the life she has with Michael, and she feels out of control when it comes to Drew. Nina is an intelligent woman, and when she said Drew should use her to help him win the election, she knew exactly what she was doing. She will marry Drew if she believes she's protecting Willow. If Nina can convince Drew that their union would benefit his political aspirations, he might accept her marriage proposal. If Willow sees her mother marry Drew, it may change how she thinks of him. Or the whole situation could blow up in all their faces. Drew and Willow's forbidden kisses are a secret that's bound to come out. Little James West, Gary James Fuller, overheard Nina and Willow discussing Willow's relationship with Drew when he was at the Quartermains. He hasn't said anything yet, but we can imagine him sharing this secret with Wiley or speaking up and telling someone what he knows. Nina marrying Drew is one thing, but if Willow even has a prayer of keeping her family together, she needs to come clean as soon as possible. In a twist that no one saw coming, General Hospital fans are buzzing about the potential union of Nina Reeves and Drew Cain. The latest spoilers tease that Nina, driven by a mix of strategic ambition and personal vendetta, may tie the knot with Drew, and the fallout could shake Port Charles to its core. The marriage isn't built on love, far from it, but on cold, calculated moves designed to help Drew secure an election win, and more importantly for Nina, to pull him away from Willow Tate. A new power couple in Port Charles. With Drew running for a political office, the pressure is mounting for him to craft the perfect public image. His business acumen and quiet charisma have earned him admiration, but his campaign has been floundering. Enter Nina, the owner of the Metro Court, a woman who's not only well-connected, but knows how to play the public relations game like a seasoned pro. She sees an opportunity, and her interest in Drew isn't just for appearances. It's deeply personal. By marrying Drew, Nina could present them as a power couple, creating the perfect picture of stability, success, and community-mindedness that voters crave. The match would instantly give Drew the kind of spotlight and status boost that could skyrocket him in the polls. It's a win-win, at least on paper. But beneath the surface, Nina has another, far more devious motivation for the marriage: Willow. Nina's unresolved grudge against Willow. Despite her desire to repair her relationship with her biological daughter, Willow Tate, Nina's frustrations have been boiling over for months. Every attempt she's made to bond with Willow has been met with resistance, and the recent revelations about Nina's past schemes have only deepened the rift between them. But Nina's anger didn't start and end with Willow. Drew's close bond with Willow, a result of their shared mission to find her bone marrow donor during her leukemia battle, has made him a constant presence in her life, a presence Nina wants to erase. Willow is one of the few people Drew genuinely trusts, and Nina knows it. She sees their friendship as an obstacle to her own redemption arc with Willow, making the decision to marry Drew not just about his political career, but a calculated move to tear Drew and Willow apart. In Nina's eyes, if Drew is preoccupied with his marriage and his new image as a political leader, he'll have no time to focus on Willow. The closer Drew gets to Nina, the farther he'll drift from the woman who shares a deep emotional bond with him. Drew's reluctant agreement. For Drew, the proposal isn't just about a political boost either. He's always been a man of principle, and the idea of marrying someone for appearances goes against his nature. But as his campaign sputters, the pressure from his team and the media is intensifying. A bold move is necessary to salvage his shot at victory, and Nina's offer to marry him is presented as the perfect solution. With Nina by his side, he would have access to her resources, her social connections, and most importantly, her financial backing, which his campaign desperately needs. Drew knows he has feelings for Carly Corinthos, but with her entangled in her own legal and personal dramas, they've both agreed to put their relationship on hold. The timing seems almost too perfect for Nina to swoop in with her proposal, and while his heart isn't in it, Drew rationalizes that this arrangement is purely political, nothing more, nothing less. But deep down, Drew has reservations. Nina's fixation on Willow hasn't gone unnoticed. He's seen how volatile their relationship has become, and while Nina insists that this marriage would help them both, Drew can't shake the feeling that there's more to her motives than she's letting on. The fallout, Willow's reaction. When news of the impending marriage reaches Willow, she's blindsided. Despite her strained relationship with Nina, she never imagined that Drew would be the one to align himself with her mother. Willow knows that Drew has his reasons, but she can't help but feel betrayed. They shared so many intimate moments, and Drew has been a source of comfort for her during some of her darkest times. Now the man who was once her confidant is about to marry the woman she feels most alienated from. Willow's initial reaction is a mix of shock, anger, and sadness. She tries to confront Drew, hoping to understand his decision, but her emotions get the better of her. She lashes out, accusing Drew of betraying their friendship and aligning himself with a woman who's done nothing but manipulate those around her. Drew, caught in the middle, finds himself torn. He tries to explain that the marriage is purely political, but Willow sees through the facade. To her, it feels personal, like Nina is winning some twisted game at her expense. The tension between them grows, and what was once a strong, supportive bond begins to crumble under the weight of secrets and emotional manipulation. Nina's triumph and hidden insecurities. For Nina, the marriage represents a victory on multiple fronts. She's managed to secure Drew's loyalty, bolstered his political standing, and driven a wedge between him and Willow. But even in her triumph, Nina can't shake the insecurities that have haunted her for so long. She's all too aware that this marriage is built on shaky ground, and while it may help Drew win the election, it won't erase the resentment and anger from those around her. Nina's obsession with controlling the narrative around her life and her relationships continues to grow, but there's always the lurking fear that her schemes will come crashing down. As much as she wants to believe that marrying Drew will finally give her the upper hand, there's a part of her that knows this victory may be short-lived. What's next for Port Charles? The marriage of Nina and Drew is set to send shockwaves through Port Charles. With the election looming, the town is bracing for the consequences of this unexpected union. Carly's reaction will undoubtedly add more fuel to the fire, as will Sonny Corinthos' thoughts on Nina's bold move. Meanwhile, Willow is left grappling with feelings of abandonment, wondering if she'll ever be free of her mother's toxic influence. One thing is for sure, the fallout from this marriage will ripple through every corner of Port Charles, leaving everyone to question where their loyalties lie and what kind of future they're willing to fight for.